Well, great job of pitching today by our guys. Pat Krall had a, kind of your typical Pat Krall start. Even when you don't think he's quite at his best, he gives you 6 quality innings, and that's all you can ask for in a game 3. So very proud of Pat, and Riley Gilliam got him on the mound, extended Riley today, pounded the strike zone, no walks, 3 strikeouts. The 1 hit, he forced action in a 3-2 count, which is something that I know Andrew preaches and preaches. So it's really, really proud of Riley. Good to have Riley come in and do a great job for us. We took advantage of the free pass in the first, had a big inning there. Had the base hit, 2-out hit by Grayson Bird. Got great production throughout the lineup today. The bottom of the order was outstanding. Jordan Green had a nice day. Bird had a nice day. And how about Kyle Wilkie? Hadn't played in quite some time. Got a start. I thought he caught very well, threw a runner out, and had probably the biggest at bat of the game. 2 strikes, hit the triple in the right center field to drive in 2. So just really, really proud of Kyle. He's a guy that's just works his butt off, and the guys are cheering for him and really excited for him. You can always tell how good a kid is based on how his teammates react to him having success, and they were just thrilled for him today, and that was great to see. So, but overall, offensively, good production throughout the lineup. We threw the ball well, and we desperately needed to win today. I mean, we really did. And I thought we played a complete game of baseball. We had a couple things here and there that, we could have done better. But, if you look at it, pounded the strike zone, only 2 walks today, 1 error, swung the bats well, and got the win.
Coach, Wilkie also had another hit in addition to the triple. How critical is having a game like that for a young player's confidence like that?
Well, it's big for him. He's a true freshman. He's playing the toughest position on the field, and he's filling in for Chris Williams, who is one of our best players, one of the best catchers in the ACC, in my opinion. So to have Wilkie be able to come in, and number one, he did a great job behind the plate. He did a really good job of catching the baseball, threw the ball well, and put together some good at-bats. Had 2 knocks today, drove in 2 runs. Just did a great job for us. I'm very, very proud of him.
Did you feel the team kind of maybe exhale after that 4-run burst?
A little bit. I think, again, when Wilkie stepped up and delivered that blow with 2 outs, I think that was really the turning point. You could start to see it in that inning. In the 5th inning, I believe it was, Andrew Cox 2-strike hit, I thought was the first at-bat of the game where we really swung the bat with conviction. If you look up until that point, I made a point to the guys in the dugout, all of our hits and all of our outs are on the ground. All of our contact right now is on the ground, guys. This is a guy that's got a sinker, and he's really just getting us to do what he wants us to do, which is get around the ball and hit it in the ground. I said somebody needs to step up and drive a ball with a runner on first base. When's somebody going to hit a ball in the gap with a runner on first and let's score a few? And, I could see it with Rudy in that at-bat with 2 strikes, just being really aggressive with his swings into the middle of the field. And then after that, you start to see it. Jordan Green, drives the ball to right field. And then Wilkie with 2 strikes drives that ball in the gap. Thank God they brought the right fielder in. But you could see the tide turn, and it was just really more about us getting back to doing what we really do and what we preach, which is take your best swing every strike. Be super, super aggressive in the strike zone and take meaningful swings. Do everything with conviction, and I thought that was kind of the difference in the game there for us from the 5th inning on.
Can you update us on Chris, and then who you plan to throw tomorrow night against Furman?
We're going to throw Tyler Jackson. Chris felt a little better today. We're trying to work through his range of motion. That's kind of the first key with an injury like this, is just try to work on his range of motion. He felt a little better today than he did yesterday. We'll continue to work on his range of motion tomorrow. If he feels okay, he may try to hit off the tee, but that's going to be a big if. If he feels all right, then we'll do it. But the big thing is just trying to get him day by day feeling a little bit better. And I think the next couple days will tell us a lot. It'll tell us if we're going to be able to DH him, will we be able to catch him, or do we need to rest him? A lot of it will be just kind of based on the next couple days.
Davidson leading off today, and Fender's batted 3rd. last couple games. Moving into the third, kind of a response to the late spurt and power that you've shown?
A little bit. I think more than anything else, I like Chase coming up to the plate with runners on base because I just think he gives you competitive at bats. And Chase didn't have a hit today, but he's been swinging the bat very, very well. We need a veteran presence in the middle. So I just think when you sandwich Chase between Reed and Seth, you've got a guy there that can drive the baseball, can hit the ball in the gaps. He can also hit with 2 strikes. If you need to bunt, he can bunt. He can bunt for a hit. It's good to have a guy who's dynamic, I think, between those 2 guys because, Roman's going to swing. I mean, he's going to hit. We're not going to bunt with Reed. We're not going to hit and run with Reed. We're going to hit with Reed. We're going to hit with Seth. I mean, that's what they do. So we always try to work to the player's strength. And Chase has a lot of strengths, so it's good to have him in between those guys. If we can get Logan and Reed on, we can do some different things with Chase to try to help us generate some production.
Kind of an unusual week with 4 games in 4 days. Is that kind of a good warm-up for postseason play?
It just happened that way. I mean, with our exam schedule being like it is, we can't play on Fridays because we have exams, so it has to be a Saturday, Sunday, Monday series. It just is what it is. But I kind of like it. I mean, I like the idea of playing again tomorrow. I would rather have 2 days of rest, more for our pitcher's sake, before a weekend series than 1 day. So, we're in good shape. I mean, we've got plenty of guys that we can throw tomorrow. Hopefully Tyler can give us a deep start. And we got a number of guys that we can pitch out of the pen. And hopefully we'll swing the bats tomorrow like we did today and give ourselves a chance against a red-hot Furman team. They're playing really good baseball right now. Brett Harker is a really good coach and has got those guys playing at a high level.
Thank you.
Yep.